Hello, I am XblankheartedX, or Connor, and welcome to Rimworld. Just to note, this series will be a mix of my actual commentary of when I'm in the game and doing things and stuff. Basically anything that is funny or intriguing to me of what I was saying during that time, and little voiceover bits to kind of like bring the story to life. I'm still learning to edit, so I figured this would be a good game to see what I can like really properly do. I know that with the DaVinci Resolve stuff, I might be able to edit the pawns. We'll see how that works, I guess. I just kind of want to make things a little bit more engaging, just to see what we can really pull off with this game. I do have a scenario readied for this because I figured that if we were going to get into it and see what's going on and everything, we might as well have our own story for this first one. Okay. New colony. I'm not sure. Let's see. Is it down here? Yes. There we go. I had to, because I have a mod on here that makes it to where we're only able to use stuff of our current knowledge. So some of the things like the Iqua we could not use because that's above our pay grade in smithing. So that's one reason why this actually took as long as it did, was mainly getting the mods together and melding and working well, which when you run 100 plus mods or so, gets a little bit into a pain in the ass territory. But you know, that is what it is. So let's just go into this. I will do all of this. You'll see the end of it real quick. The great trees of the old world kept your grove well hidden for a time. Soon enough, a patrol of mechanoids reported back. With this confirmation, a ship was landed near. Mechanoids swarmed the grove and ravaged the surrounding area. Wasters and raiders cleaned a majority off. All that is left of that glorious wooded land is you. After a harrowing journey, no friends to turn to, you must build a new home in the wilderness, like your ancestors did. Alright. First of all, let's do a quick little pause here, take into account who we have. We have Brino, 16-year-old. He's going to be our butcher, which will be quite useful for us. He has pretty good stats all around. Now, I will have shown in the previews here, look at all of them. This is what our difficulty's like. Don't worry about it. I'm just going in for kind of like a story thing. Some of them later down the line, I might end up going into and putting more effort into creating a full-length story. This one is going to be whatever happens, happens. If someone dies, that's it. That's, you know, what we can deal with. I don't have it on commitment mode. The only reason is because I never know if something's going to break or not, and preferably if it is going to break, I'd rather be able to load a previous save just in case, or if the game crashes because something happens or whatever. We also have our world seed pop up there. It will have anything laid out that it needs to. I like to do things in a little bit colder stuff. Hot stuff is a little bit crazy to deal with. We also have our ideology. Pop that up there. Animism. Love it. And then our group of people. As you can see, I've not edited any of that. They are who they are, and I just click start. Honestly, they're not bad for starting out, so I guess we will have to see how that works out for us. So, in the meantime, I'm going to do a quick little pause since we've started here, and assign everything and do all the little techno mumbo jumbo before I get people working and equipping stuff and all of that shit. One thing I will note is we actually have a pretty good assortment of creatures here. A quagga, subspecies of the plain zebra. It is distinguished from other zebras by its limited pattern of primarily brown and white stripes, mainly on the front part of the body. The rear is brown without stripes and appears more horse-like. Oh, look at that. Anyways, we do actually have quite fantastic little group of starter things. Not bad on the ruins either for us here, which is nice. Okay, let me start sorting that up, and I will get back to you. Okay, now, not much has changed, as you can see, but I have assorted their stats as well as some other things in play. I'll deal with a schedule later down the line. For now, we will have what we have. So, taking a look back at what is around us, I feel as though we're a little bit open. We're a little bit out in the open, but that's all right. We can figure something out. I feel this little corner area might be our best bet. It has a little bit of defenses and various other things here that could keep us well kept. So we will put some stuff around that and see how that goes. Let us allow all of our stuff, though. Hopefully that works. We'll see. We can also assign our people a few of these weapons. So jade knife, we can put you with a jade knife. You've got a fairly okay shooting. Dragon, you're gonna have a club. That seems pretty apt for you. We're gonna give you a bow just because. I think that's everyone equipped with something now, which is not bad. Dragon is definitely a scary one to be certain. Latas is a weapon master, though, so we might have you just be able to fight stuff because that's probably safer for us. Okay, now what we're going to do for building-wise, let us go just above this geyser here. We're going to put our first structure in the beautiful look of a longhouse. We're going to go 5, 6 with that, and then go across, maybe 13. It's going to be a pretty big building because why not? I would like that. Wooden door, rustic door. They cost the same. Let's go rustic door. We'll put 2 at the bottom and see how that goes.
Okay, is everyone all right? Should probably settle down here. I think we've made it quite past where we needed to escape the range of those iron monsters.
Hopefully, I feel my legs can't carry me much farther.
So that's it? We just move on? Unless you can wield a bow with the power of the stars. Yeah, it is.
Please, now is not the time. We didn't come all the way here for nothing, right?
That's correct. Now's the time for effort. Though we'll see how much we can do.
There we go. It isn't much, but it is our home. This is our stead in the time that we are here for now. Many things need to be brought back and forth, and eventually we won't be sleeping on such a hard ground floor. But for now, this is what we have. As they say, Rome wasn't built in a day, but a shit shack can be. Fire. The key to both success and survival. A fire can be the warmth in cold nights, and the passion for life in more dire of consequences. If the keeper of flame pays no mind, the life that fire can bring no longer resides. But if the keeper does their job correctly, the life flourishes. The morning sun rises over our new homestead here as things begin to click into place. Everyone their own task and job forward, one of which is farming. As you can see here, we've got quite a few different little things set up so that way we can hold forward our hunger, or stave off our hunger, I mean. I think this cougar's gonna try and fuck with somebody at some point. They normally, if it's this close to the colony, it's probably gonna be bad. Oh, Newton, our precious little furball has been targeted by a marauder with sharp teeth and ruthless claws. The feline is somewhat similar to Newton, but much larger. To protect Newton, our tribesmen take action. Close-range, man-made weaponry versus nature's primeval tools. With the cougar dealt with, Gray tends to the wounded. Newton first, he was the initial victim of the attack, though Brino and Dragon did catch stray claws. As Gray gets down to business, herb placements and rudimentary bandaging, slowly but surely the bleeding is halted for a time. Most likely later tending will have to be sought, as the risk for infection is high without proper clean stations. Gray tends to the heavily wounded Brino. Grass bedding underneath leaves much for comfort. Shallow breaths and lack of blood, Brino shivers and shakes as Gray tries to staunch the bleeding. I was not expecting that. That was intriguing. I wasn't expecting a little smooch. Very cool though. Take out that cougar. Take it out. Latas, the weapon master of the colony, needing to train his body, moves heavy stones nearby, not only as a way of training, but as an assistant in defensive measures.
He was one of the lead warriors of the Grove, but he's just so thin. He looks kind of fragile, does he not?
Being large isn't just a benefit, you know. Latas trains in a lot of different ways to make up for his lack of power.
Is that why he favored blades and ranged weapons?
Precisely.
Dragon begins to remove bandage after bandage, cleared of injury. Having settled in the new area, the tribe decide to begin their move into more sophisticated ideas, setting up a spot to learn more of this world, either as a means to defeat the metal monsters or have the ability to defend themselves against any threat. As for research, they decided woodworking would be a better setup for their settlement, for stronger buildings and better defense. Well rested after the days before, our tribe's people continue forward. With fields designated, the prep work begins for planting. Rows and rows of different crop take bedding in the soil of this newly founded grove.
I must ensure these crops grow strong and sturdy. We need to make sure that during these trying times, food and shelter is given. If I can, I wish to provide both for the future of our tribe.
Gray works hard. A pair of aching knees and out-of-place back wants to dwell on him, but his perseverance for the coming days keeps his mind in a steel state.
I miss my old fertile land. It was glorious, how green those crops would turn, and the actual harvest was bountiful. But times are different. We must make do with what is at hand, and at hand we have the remaining members of our home.
With the hardships in a newly founded grove ever present, Pezza takes time to make an old favorite.
That board looks similar. Wait, is that a game of
Damn right. Figured we could use some fun stuff. Why make this place more hospitable?
It'd be nice to get a little rest here. Oh, come on, Brino. Lighten up. We've got some games now. Once you've recovered, of course.
A group from the Guadu League are visiting the colony. They seem to have a few items to trade. Ah, yes. Although we do not know much of them, the Guadu League was nearby during the times that we were dealing with hardships. Hopefully they do not take advantage of our newly established colony. Gray working deep into the night. The crops he plants will soon catch the glimpse of sunlight, but for the current time, it's cold and dark living. Okay, I think everything so far is going pretty well for our little group here. Just go ahead and set a few of these things to harvest for our little menagerie. At this point, we've gone through 2 days, 3 days, somewhere in there. Let's check our marker. This is day 2. We're almost at the end of day 2. Peza is working hard into researching new things for us, which is fantastic, because we will need that basic woodworking. It helps stuff so much. Yeah, everything's going well. Our fields have started to grow some new things onto them because we will need that, definitely. I'm almost at the point where I can send somebody out to start hunting things. I just want to be careful because we aren't strong. We're not really a strong group at the moment. We don't have any really cool, like, gonna pack a punch type of weapons at the current juncture. So I think anything we do decide to go after, we might have to be very, very careful with what they actually use. We could send Latas out because they have the best shooting, and that's probably what we're going to wind up doing, especially because they have a really high animal skill. So we do have to, this is one thing, you can just watch me do this. We're going to set up a secondary room up here. Just make it pretty big, just a pretty big room. We'll do the same on the opposite end. Is that 7? That's 8, that's fine. And this is where our food production and storage and stuff like that is going to be made. Hopefully, once we have a little bit more wood. I don't know. Make sure we haul that urgently. We really do need that pemmican up here so nobody eats it while we're not looking. I think that's just about all the wood planks we have, which, I mean, is a little bit sad. But we will have somebody making that stuff over time. I kind of wanted to get some of these blocks from the nearby ruins that are around us, and we have a lot. There are quite a lot for us to dismantle and take advantage of what is around, especially this one. Good old iron. Damn, not a bad look for us. So not bad. One thing you'll notice, one of the mods that I have installed here is relating to the Forgotten Realms stuff. So basically some D&D races are in this. So we have like the Githyanki, Fearbolgs, stuff like that. I believe you're a rock gnome, so there you go. Rock gnomes are here. Now I think all of our people are just baseliners. I don't think anybody is any sort of different, but hey, we might recruit a Fearbolg or Goliath or, you know, something like that in the future. I mean, even looking at the furniture tab, not the furniture tab, it's the big and small furniture tab. You can see we have way large beds and stuff for some people, which is, you know, look at this. This is a tiny little bed, dude. That's amazing. I love it here. Giant animal sleeping bed and stuff like, I mean, look at that. That's going to be fun. Put a thrumbo in that. But yeah, look, our little colony is going well so far. I guess as the coming days go on, I will see what else happens.
I spent much of my younger days in caves, digging areas and exploring them to find new passages. I grew older. My family and I moved into the open air. We made little homes and some even in trees, though I always preferred the solidity of a cave wall. I feel as though the open air is wasted on buildings and should be used for crops instead. It's much easier to grow with sunlight, you know. My creations as a child led to a lot for the Grove to deal with. I didn't think that they were that great, but neighbour tribes and even some royalty decided that it was something. I didn't really like the attention all that much. I grew up, learned that sometimes those little pictures weren't going to feed me. I started practicing in different weapons, most of which I couldn't wield. But when I wasn't training, I was helping with the livestock. I gained a lot of bonds from that. It's just a shame I couldn't give them back what they gave for me.
Oh, how I miss the little days. Chasing other kids through the tents, running muffler with Dad. I had tasks when I got older. Planting, gathering, so mundane. Though sometimes I was tasked with making something new. I was quick to learn things. I made the time for it even. and when the chief needed to recall something, I was there. I remember before my family joining the Grove, we passed by the sea for a time. That blue was so beautiful.
In only a few days, home freshly established, the tribe makes headway in the survival of their new settlement. With shelter, fields of crop, and set tasks, the tribe moves to the next step of their journey, the continuation of growth. There is only one setback, of course, missing one of the biggest forms for a new settlement growth. They lacked livestock. Or so they'd thought. A group of cows, abandoned or lost, have wandered into the area. They seem accustomed to human contact and are joining the colony. Rugged hands plant wooden poles and connect with remaining planks. Dragon building a fresh pen for the newly gained livestock. Creating is very natural to her. From the early conflict with the cougar, many wounds still left within. Newton the cat has begun to recover, able to move his little paws once more. Okay, as you can see, we've reached the end of the third day here. Pretty uneventful so far. We did get cows. They're way down here. We'll have Latas go and pick them up. I almost want to say Latias, but that is not the case. As you can see, the pen is just about finished. We just have a little bit more on the wood front there to make up. Brino, still wounded, but not as wounded as he was, which is very nice. I guess I should get more stuff to cook. One thing we will do once we get more timber up is probably go about that. I think one thing I'm going to do is move Dragon off of constructing. Only because we are in this moment in the need of timber and crafted items more so than we do for crafting. Or construction, sorry. There's a few things here that need to be built, but it would just help if we had timber flat out. So, sorry, Dragon. I know you probably would like to go outside at some point. You do love the ocean, but let me tell you, I'm pretty sure we're pretty landlocked. But, maybe someday we'll go trade with Barrow Ridge, and you can get yourself a little bit of happiness from that. So you'll be near the ocean. You can see it off in the distance, so far away, but untouchable. Okay, I guess let us see what continues on. Bandages old and dry, Brino peels them off. Moving without so much pain, Brino has made a full recovery.
I think what I did was foolish in that moment, but I couldn't keep my feet still. I didn't want to see any more of my family fall when I could do something. I didn't think I'd miss the sky this much. I need to be more careful, not just for my sake.
Livestock rejoice. The pen has been finished. Now grass and safety can be secured. With the completion of the pen, Latas is hot on hooves of our wandering cattle. His herding instincts return, much like they'd been in the old grove, keen and quick. Discussing amongst each other back inside, Dragon thinks that the tribe will be here for a while and pressed forward an idea. A faction name, the Grove's Tenants, for a newer, better grove, one that hopefully holds for a long time, and the current settlement as the Tenant Thicket, hoping that over time, the settlement thrives and creates thick tangles of companionship. As Latas hooks upon the bull that was down here still, I'd like to ask you, what do you think our faction and settlement should be called? I know there's a mod out there to rename many of the things, so I figured I might as well ask and see what all of you think. Give you a little bit of a back and forth here so we can make this more personalized. I am very fine with changing the name, actually. It's temporary just so we can set the precedent of what these people will be doing in the future, as we will be making a grove. We just have to get there. Sleeping spots for our brand new cows, as well as Michael. Actually, we should kind of have him be stuck in here. Her be stuck in here. Him. Can he not be blocked by fences? No. Oh, well, never mind. I guess he could just roam around. He'd do whatever the hell he wants. That's fair. I wouldn't want to stop an endangered species. Whatever. I don't know why you're cleaning that. That's not really our place of business. Our cougar we left inside of the thing there, so I guess we should find a place to discard of rotten things. We'll do that up here. This is the stinky ruins, dude. That's where this is gonna be. No fresh. Brino has noticed an ancient monolith partly buried nearby. If you investigate it, you could learn more. Oh, I know about you. I know what you do, Mr. Fallen Monolith. We might do something with that. I guess, let me know. Let me know what your thoughts on that are. Obviously, we are a tribe currently, and that might mess us up. I guess we could, but I kind of want to leave that up to you folks to see how that works out for us. How was you just hauling dead bodies, Latas? Bringing the dead bodies up north? That's fair. This is just about finished here. Pezza, you gonna finish it? Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we have our meat room for any of the bodies that we encounter and or harvest ourselves, as well as our cooking room. Both of these are probably going to wind up being frozen or freezy temperature at some point, but for now they're free for us to just put whatever inside of them. Let's get a marble rustic cooking table. We'll put it in there for now. Then once we get our basic woodworking finished, we'll be able to do a few other things. But that's for a future thing to worry about. A future time to worry about. End of day 4. We have finished our pen. We have the cows inside of it, as well as finishing our carcass room and the room where all of our meals and stuff are going to be prepared and sorted through. In the meantime, I guess I might start setting down some houses, individuals, for our people, because I think that isn't half bad idea. One thing I will also do, since those are completed, you can see here, hunt everything. All of it. There's a load of turkeys out there. There's some rams out there. A whole bunch of alpacas. Deer that you can hunt. We won't hunt any of these other things. They're scary. I won't deal with that. But Latos will probably be on that in the morning. Which is good, because we kind of need him to hunt for us. We are low on food. Pezza is starving a little bit. But Gray can actually harvest some of these. Even though they're not fully grown, I know we'll have a sad time with that. I figured might as well just clear out some of that stuff anyways. We're probably going to wind up building over top of it at some point here or in the future. And temporary berries now is better than no berries later, because we built over the top of it. Okay. Sweet. Let's see what we're going to do. I guess one thing we're going to do is let us set some houses down. As you can see, the schematics for our homes are now set into place. I'll not put any furniture in them for now. I said furniture very well. I've said it like a Swedish IKEA. We haven't put any furniture in them yet because I feel like it would be better once they're completed to then set forth some items that people can have in their own little places. Now, these will change as we go through the ages. I do have some ideas for how I want to do these medieval buildings once we get to that point, but obviously that is way in the future. I mean, like, we are going to take a while with this, and I'll see how much I cut down, I'll see how much I don't, and go from there to set the speed and precedent of what happens in the future, and how fast things take over. Obviously, once we actually have the ability to make research tables and stuff like that, it will go much, much, much faster. But in the meantime, we have research spots. People are picking up little pieces of sticks and hitting them together, and eventually we'll be able to make paper, and then some cool stuff will happen. But until that time, we have kind of what we have, and that's where we are at the current juncture. No rotten foods. We'll throw medicine and drugs in here too. How about plant matter? None of this other stuff really has to go in there, which is nice. Corpses, nope. Hides, nope. Cool. That one's just for food primarily, hopefully, fingers crossed. We'll see. Alright, Latas, you should go get us a catch, my friend. Someday. There he goes. Oh, he's on the hunt for a raccoon. He rushes forward, but the raccoon is escaping pretty deftly. Let's see. Missing multiple shots. This guy's supposed to be a weapon master. I would not say so. Even within a pretty close distance, he fails to hit. My goodness. I might regret my decision for giving this man a bow. I feel like he will soon enough shoot one of our own people before he... Oh, he nailed it. Nails into the raccoon, finally. Right in a kidney. Hopefully, we've almost gotten some of our stuff here. Don't eat it! No! Oh, he's feeding it to the cat. Okay. I thought he I thought he was gonna eat that. I was gonna be so angry. He'd be like, no, don't eat raw meat. It's not okay. He goes back out to hunt. Oh, Latas. Oh. Shooting at a rabbit now. Close. Close. Not close enough. A moment. Did I not? Yeah, cooking should be 1 on your list. Because you are a butcher, so you should not be too bad at that. Oh my goodness, look at all this stuff he has for that. Wow. That's actually really, really useful for me here. What a guy. Nice. Okay. Gray clearing the path for the schematics set by me to build up some houses, which is very cool. Having more permanence by setting everyone their own little place to live, which is unique. It's cool. I decided, because I've played some hours of this game, that I wanted to go a little bit more into kind of like a roleplay building-ish, which I haven't really done. A lot of it is like, I hate to say it, but it's kind of like cell blocks is what my colonists live in normally, just because I don't really care about how it looks or whatever. But I kind of want to set like a nice... I just noticed that this looks like a face. Kind of regret that, but what can I do about it now? Face house. But I want to set more of like it's lived, you know. So that's why I'm going to put a little bit more effort into the buildings, the stuff like that, than I normally have, and kind of set it apart from what I have done previously. But yeah, we'll have to see it and how it goes and stuff like that. We're nearing the middle of the 5th day. My goodness. Sometimes it feels kind of crazy. Like stuff is happening, and it's not happening like too quick, but it's happening like at a pretty good pace, I guess. Has Latas caught any? Oh, he has. He's caught an ibex. Ibex doe. How'd you get this one? Oh, multiple shots. He had to shoot it a lot. He got it in the brain, though. I think that's probably what got it, right? Log. Yeah. Nice. Good job, Latas. That will actually feed us, which is very good. Endangered animals. A pair of bonobo, critically endangered, have wandered into the area. They can easily fall prey to larger predators and poachers, but you can tame them and bring them to safety. Oh, look at him! That's sick. Great ape, smaller relative of the chimpanzee with a rounder skull and flatter face. Bonobos have longer legs, shorter arms, and a narrower trunk. That's cool. Fancy. Fancy. I think I'm just gonna leave them there. I know that we can tame them and then release them into the wild for relations, but I mean, my tribe is kind of, you know, like, let them go. See what happens, I guess. That is nature, right? We'll see more nature once I'm able to level up our ideology. The main reason I've done it like that is I want it to evolve with the people. So sometimes things will change, sometimes things will get better in a way, and I want to set that as our kind of like milestones. Because with this surprise, I want to do kind of like a Garnland tree sort of run, because I've never done it before. And as far as I'm aware, I haven't really seen anybody else do it. I'm sure I'm wrong. I'm sure somebody has like a full 100-part series on it or something. But that's the main reason I started with a tribe, is I want to see just that interaction. The interaction of Garnland trees with people that start off as tribes to eventually move into like modernization. Do they keep with the trees? Do we keep that bond? Like, how does that go? But you know, we'll see how that ends up here. Oh my god, it takes so long to make a cooking table. I did not realize. Soon Brino, you will be able to cook us food. Okay. Cool. And how are these doing? How are our cows doing here? Bulls fine, cows fine. I'm actually a little bit excited about that, because we're probably going to get our own nice little livestock and go from there. I've never started with 2 livestock animals, so that is pretty neat that it's immediately a breeding pair to see how they. Oh, look at his eyes. Yeah, buddy. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm liking this though. I had been in a rut a little bit with Rimworld since Anomaly came out, where I was kind of like, I want to play it, but I don't really want to deal with the stuff, you know. But no, I am pretty excited about this. Like I'm ready for it here. Where the hell did Pezza go? Hey, you smooching out in the fields, bro? Not allowed. You're supposed to be making a cooking table. How are we gonna make food? Thank you. Yay! Okay. Let us go for... Can we make pemmican right now? Probably not. We don't have, what's it called? We do not have any vegetal or greenery yet. Soon indeed we will have some, but for right now, not really. Okay, end of day 5. Nice. Nice. We have put in quite a lot of work, I'm going to say, here for our little colony, which is very cool. Seeing all these numbers is kind of freaking me out, though. I look forward to when we can put down some storage things and they won't be as wild as it is right now. But yeah, let us wait until morning, I guess. As the sun begins to press over our wonderful little colony, I guess for now, I will call that a good time as we begin into the, let's see here, the 6th day. Kind of insane. I mean, I've been doing a lot. I'm trying to do a lot of action shots and stuff with this. I want to make it, as I said, more of like a cool story thing. So me interacting and everything, I don't know exactly how it will look, considering I'm in the chair playing the game right now, you know. I don't have everything in front of me, so I will have a better idea as to how to record and do stuff and everything in the future, once this one is finished, because I will be able to edit things, move things, you know, do things like that, and so I'll have a better idea as to how things are going to go. Obviously, first episode and stuff like that is, so from what I can tell, going well. We haven't been raided yet. I've turned off intro threats because I don't really like to do that, as I want things to be unique. I want the whole idea of everything to be more on us. So yeah, thank you for watching, listening. Again, if you have ideas for names you would like our colony to be changed to, names for our pets, for the cow, the bull, stuff like that, go ahead and put them down in the comments, as well as what you would like to see in the future if this series ends abruptly by everyone dying in a raider fire, or we've completed it and become ultimate tree people, I guess. Anyways, thank you for watching, listening, going about your daily life. I have been Ren, XblankheartedX, or Connor, and I'll see you in whatever is next.